everyone, and welcome back. My goodness, it seems like forever since we have connected, when actually it has only been 2 weeks or so. But anyway, into a brand new year. So we're going to work on being brand new us, okay? And part of that is examining where we've been and where we want to go. And the topic today is, are you a project? That may seem a little strange, but it is where we're going to go, because we are a project. Speaking of projects, I don't know if you can see, but I have paint on my nails. I'm working on a project that I will be posting, doing our TV den, which used to be a dining room. So finally have the fabric ordered, and the rug came, and let's see, paints. You know, paints for me is like anybody, but really, I think for most designers, we know too much and we want it to be perfect, especially in our own houses. So it took a while, but I have the paints figured out. And so we're going to be getting that. That's a project. We all are fine doing those projects, right? Whether it's cleaning out as a project or whatever. But ourselves as a project, not so much, right? So we are needing to be our own project. And this is where we're going today. So first of all, answer the question. Are you a project? Do you ever think of yourself that way? Then we're going to skip down into isolation. Oh, has that been like a hit on our emotional wellness? We have been through a lot. Never in our lives have we experienced what we are hopefully finishing up. But connecting this to our emotional wellness is essential for us to understand that our emotional wellness has to do with our physical wellness. And if this last year and currently, just coming off of Christmas and not being a lot of us with our families, was a big emotional hit. So we're going to be talking just a quick detour on wellness today. But the acronyms in my book for SMARTS, Design SMARTS, are S is for space, where we live, M is our mindsets, A is our attitude, R, routines, how we live day to day, our lifestyles, and S is spiritual. Well, in the chapter on spirituality, I do talk about I have a quiet time every morning. Before I get into that, though, also in that chapter, I say very emphatically that not everyone is of the same belief, and I respect that. And so I happen to be one of those that is a believer, and my blouse is coming undone. But anyway, that's what happens on live. So I have a quiet time every morning, and the reason I'm saying this about the chapter on spirituality, everyone believes in something. Some people believe there's no God, some people believe whatever they believe. And so that's my point of everybody believes in something. So we have that out of the way. But anyway, in talking about emotional wellness, in the Psalms, 34 to be exact, remember when we've talked about make peace our motto a while back as one of our philosophies of life? When we're upset and distressed, or we feel regret and shaming and discouragement and overwhelmed and being dismayed, we all have been there, and especially during these past months. So to understand the real definition of what peace means, I'm going to read to you what it says here. Most of Scripture has come from the Greek and Hebrew. We miss a lot of the meanings, right? So the word peace, which in Hebrew is shalom, actually means more than peace. It means peace, peace offering, secure, to prosper, to be victorious, to be content, tranquil, quiet, restful. Wow, so much more, right, than when we hear peace. We just it's like we say, we love you. Half the time it's just an expression. And I don't say that often, but I hear it like, oh, I love this, or I love, spaghetti, or whatever it is, without really thinking of the meaning. And that's the way it is with peace. So I want us to understand the root of that is shalom, S-H-A-L-A-M in the Hebrew, and that really means to restore. And that's what we're all going to do this year, right? We're going to restore what we lost from this past virus and all the, upheaval going on everywhere else. It's a sense of replacing or providing what is needed in order to make something, here it comes, whole or complete. We want wholeness. That's the total package of wellness. We're whole. So there you go. And when I first saw that, I was like, wow, I had no idea that peace had all of those levels to it, what it really means to us. So we want to achieve peace this year. We're not talking about world peace. We're not talking about any kind of peace right now other than our emotional, peaceful wellness and wholeness. Okay, so we're going to now go into what we're going to go into today. And that is talking about wellness redefined. I've told you what the acronyms are in the Design Smarts book, the SMARTS acronyms. And I'm going to be using this as our guide. And I'm keeping up the special on it for a few weeks. Since I don't know that everyone knows that we're going to be doing this in here. You can go on mitzibeach.com under products at the top, and you'll see how to order yours. And otherwise, take notes. But I am a believer, if we really are sincere, if we really want to change, remember all of life is a choice. If we choose to make 2021, hard to think of that yet, be one that we see ourselves as a project, and at the end of this year, we can look back and say, yes, I completed that project. May not be in everything, but in some of it, I did complete the me project. And oh, you're so worth it. So, like I said, many people have given up, and we're going to get our fire back, regardless of what was lost or as far as a myriad of things. And we could all list, myself included, many, many things that were lost this past year. But what's done is done. We can't look back. That's the shadow behind us. We have to look forward. That's where the light is. That's where the path is. And so we're going to be the Pollyanna, positive, optimistic kids right now, because children are basically optimistic. They don't have all the awareness, fortunately, that we carry around that baggage. So the chapters in the R are, and this is in, we went through space, mindset, attitudes, routines now. Wellness redefined, that's where we're going to begin this year. health is the new wealth. And then 13 chapter is simple routines versus complicated plans. If any of you know anything about me, the way I cook, the way I do life, I'm a big picture girl, and I can't do all this little bitty stuff. So I believe that a healthy lifestyle is uncomplicated, very basic, simple. 14 is eating and cooking plans with Design Smarts. Now, I have not done cooking videos for a long time, but I'm fixing, I can tell you, my southern friends say, to do cooking videos as we work through this. And I want to show you how uncomplicated and easy it is to eat healthy. Boom, 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 done. And then the last part of the wellness, or the R, wellness in the book is of the routines, lifestyle, is can your furniture sabotage your wellness? And you'll be surprised at what you may be living with and sitting on week after week, year after year, and how that affects your wellness, your wholeness. Okay, so now we're going to talk through chapter 12, Wellness Redefined. And the first thing we talk about in there in this chapter, but it's the theme throughout the whole book, and that's downsizing. Downsizing has to do with everything. It's not just getting rid of furniture and piles of stuff. Downsizing, as I write, is right here in our wellness. What can we downsize out of our diets, out of our daily lives that are affecting our getting to a healthier us, making our project us be more doable, successful? I don't know how many people think about their day as what they can downsize, what isn't helping them. Too much TV, too much social media, too much whatever. A little bit of anything is good, mostly, and too much of anything is not good. So downsizing what we do every day, right off the top, is affecting our wellness. So if we don't, how are we going to pursue cooking, for those that do, exercising, going for a walk, hobbies? Like I said, I took up golf this summer. It takes time. I had to downsize other things to be able to do that. But oh man, was it worth it? So that is part of beginning, is to be thinking of downsizing your lifestyle. What needs to go? It's not like in our furniture or things that I've talked about. You know, we have the keep, the maybe, the donate, sell, or trash. This kind of is like that, except we're not going to donate the stuff we don't want to do, right? The unhealthy habits. It's not that complicated, and again, many people make it way too complicated. But as I write, and as many of you have read, if you just think about what sleep and eating and our basics that we've talked about, we can make it simple, what works for you. But sadly, most 050s have tunnel vision. Many of us think we know all there is to know. Many of us think that, oh yeah, right, that's not going to work for me, whatever. Many think, I've done that, been there, didn't work. That's strangling. That is a downsizing entity that has to go. Nothing will work with that kind of an attitude. You know, the Bible talks about the 7 deadly sins, and the worst of those is pride and being proud. which means actually if you go to the thesaurus, a lot of that means I know it all. I got that. Or what? Don't bother me. And so if we're prideful in that we think we have this, it doesn't work for me. Everybody my age looks like this. Everybody's on meds. Everybody blah, blah, blah. Gosh, I feel sorry for those people. And I know it's not you. Whoops. So, next, a key component to this wellness redefined is the fact that most days we're going to fall a lot of days we can fall short. And we can't let this be a self-defeating attitude. Say, okay, messed up or life happened. Like life has happened right to us right now. We can't let that be self-defeating. We're going to get over that. The demoralizing guilt and all of that for what we didn't get done, 2020, too bad, so sad. This is a new year. So living a life of wellness, I list in this section 3 areas. Three goals, I should say. Achieve balance, seek knowledge, and prioritize you. So now we get to prioritizing you, which is all of this, what it's been about. And you know who has the hardest time with this? Us women, us mothers, us wives, us grandmothers, whatever. We put everything ahead of us, don't we? We've talked about this many times. Even if we're single, living alone, we have these endless, strangling to-do lists, which often the mindset is, when I get done with this, I may go take a walk. No. Yourself has to be a priority. You make it work into your schedule. I'm going for a walk, you all, when I'm done talking to you, Jake and I, and it's been in the 30s. So what? I bundle up. I feel great afterwards. Yes, sometimes I get a little chilly, but I walk faster. Do something for you. And I'm going to have a facial later. I haven't had any of the injections, I can't remember what they're called, or work done. I'm not judging anybody that does or has. But to get a facial every once in a while for me is prioritizing me. I deserve it. I do a lot of things for a lot of people, and so do you. It's very safe. She has on a mask. Nobody's there. We can figure this out, even in isolation or whatever we're in. So tell me how selfish it is to be making yourself a priority. You've heard me say this too, that who will take care of those you love and those you have responsibility for if you are not able to do so? Who will pay for your health and medical needs if you are declining in your health? It can be expensive. Not everything is covered by insurance in Medicare or wherever you are. And how loving is it and selfish is it to take care of yourself, to be not so fatigued and gritchy that you can't really be all you can be and do for others. So here we go in that if I have time, I will do something for myself. But if you are going to make yourself a priority, you all, you have to make the time and prioritize it, okay? So I would so appreciate if you would like this video, hopefully you did, and share it. There's a lot of funky things going on with Facebook right now. So I need your help on that, please. Share it with your friends. Tell them about our group. And then next time we're going to go into healthy eating. And I want to just say, off the bat, no judging. This is not about what anybody does or doesn't do, and I don't want to be judged, so I'm not going to judge anybody else. But if we're going to be a project and we're going to prioritize you, it has to get into all parts of your life. So that's it for today. Until the next time, remember, we do more for ourselves so that we can be more for others.